Alright, so this is the companion video to my Pony Effect Retrospect Collection haul video. This will be the lip swatch video. I'll be live swatching this video so I can give you my kind of opinion. So basically this is her lip products from the summer collection retrospect, and exactly the same as her other liquid lipsticks, like in terms of packaging, except it's really fucking pretty. It's like a dark navy blue cap. Also, I believe the font has changed. I really am hoping, I think they changed it, thank God, like, because the thing that annoys me about Pony Effect packaging is that a lot, especially on the older stuff, all the like text and stuff rubs right the fuck off, and that was really, really annoying. With this one, I think they're printed better so they don't just like scratch off. There are 8 shades in total. 4 of them are like wearable, I suppose, and other 4 are more crazy colors. I'm so excited to be ripping up my lips because luckily these aren't lip tints, which are much harder to remove, so these are just liquid lipsticks, so I can just wipe them off with a lip remover. Here we have Gold Digger. So I didn't dip back in, that was just like from one application. And I think because this is more of like a lip tone color, it look like if there is a bit of streakiness, it's kind of concealed by the fact that it's just the color of like my lips. But I feel like even just this one layer is fine. The first thing I noticed definitely is that the formula is extremely thin, very lightweight, very airy. Reminds me of the Peri Pera Velvet lip tints, so it doesn't feel like anything on the lips. I mean, it's only been like a few seconds, but it doesn't feel tacky or anything. I do know that some of the darker colors though are much more, they have that tackiness, that tacky feeling. But Gold Digger is a kind of peachy sort of color, kind of apricot with gold sheen to it. And as you can see, if I do this, you can definitely see that metallic finish. However, my lips are very like wrinkly. I mean, I don't think it exactly makes them look that pretty, to be honest. It's a pretty color, but the way it makes my lips look, it doesn't look that gorgeous, in my opinion. So I think in general with these lip colors, or this lip product, I think they would just look better on people with like much like more plump, smooth out lips. I wouldn't say if like your lips are small and like thin like mine, they wouldn't make them look like super like luscious or anything. But the color is gorgeous. And it's really comfortable. Like I keep doing this to see if like I feel anything, but yeah, this one doesn't rub. I know, like I said in the collection video, some of the colors, if you rub your lips like this, they like come off, but this one doesn't do that. And I don't think these really stain your lips. However, one thing I definitely took note of when I first started swatching these is that, well, this one's a little bit easier, but a lot of the deeper colors, like, although I wouldn't say they stain your lips, they take a bit of effort to remove. So when you're drinking like water, you should be fine or something, but if you're like eating something really oily, you might have to reapply. That one was easy, but the other one's not so sure. This one right here is Unicorn. Now this one right here is definitely a warm tone pink, so I think it suits, it's not too like fuchsia or really cool tone, so it doesn't look really harsh, like stark on the lips. And again, that was kind of just like one layer. Up close, like if you're really up close, I can still see my lips peeking through. I will add here, let me add one more layer. But I think that because again, it's more of like a lip, like a natural lip color, it doesn't matter too much if it's not like 100% opaque. Oh, one thing though is that a reason I don't like layering this is because when you're layering it, like it starts to get all like cakey in a way, and I'm not really about that life. So it just starts to get like really like cakey, like I don't know how else to explain it, and it just kind of makes the wrinkles on the lips look worse. So I recommend if you do have to layer it, you kind of put more before it completely dries, because when you try to layer on top of an already dry layer, I noticed that it starts to get gunky, and I don't know. But this doesn't really look, like to me, it doesn't look that metallic. There's like a slight, like the last one, there's almost like a slight gold sheen to it. Like, did you see this? Right here. Like if your lips are relaxed, I guess it's fine, but if you like smile, then you definitely start to notice like the wrinkles in the lips. but it is taking quite a bit of effort to remove it, so I hope you don't mind the slight sloppiness as I go through these, because I'm trying to go through these as quick as I can. This is the sold out color. They gave me a tiny little sample deluxe size. This is Lovesick. I can definitely see why this one was sold out. This is a really, really pretty color. Very mature in a way, because it has that kind of brownie. It's like a brownie raspberry kind of color, and it really makes the lips look super. I don't know if it's because I was just rubbing my lips with trying to remove the other colors, and so my lips are a little bit more plump. Yeah, again, this isn't really metallic to me, but it's just not super matte. But I would definitely say that out of all the other colors, this is the most like nude. Obviously, this is not like a natural color. I think maybe on like a deep skin tone, this would make a really good like actual nude. But I think this would be really pretty even as just like a gradient, or because in the other video I had Gold Digger on my lips and I put this just in the center. I thought that was really pretty. Like, there's not really, hold on, there's not really any transfer. So this one definitely gets a thumbs up for me. Oh yeah, and so far they've dried down really, really quickly. So I think that's a good thing, because like as you saw me applying, they were literally drying as I finished applying them. So they're not one of those lipsticks that takes forever to dry. I would say so about the darker ones though. They do take a little bit longer to completely dry. Oh my god. Oh god. Y'all know how I feel about reds with like blue undertones. This is it. This one is Bay. Bay. Oh. Holy shit. This color, like, just buy this color. Don't even, like, if you want one of them, buy this one. Without having to dip back in again, I was able to get like full application, full pigment. Like it doesn't look sheer at all. It's full on color. It's a really, the undertone of this red is like definitely a blue, but there's almost like, it's almost shifting to like a raspberry sort of shade. So it's not exactly like a Ruby Woo from MAC, but it, oh my god. Shit. And I still don't think this is really metallic, but there's a tiny like, the most faint like pink sheen to it. So oh god, it's so fucking pretty. And this one definitely still like, there's like, do you see it? Like not this right here, but right here there's like a tiny like faint bit of like leftover like layer on top. But this one in Lovesick. Alright, so those are all the wearable colors, I guess. Now on to the more exciting colors. This one is called Possess, and it really looks like poop in the packaging, but, and I can't believe I've gotten this far without talking about the applicator. The applicator is like it's like a doe foot applicator. It's quite large actually, so definitely it makes it really easy and quick to fill in the lips. And the sides, you kind of just hold it this way, you swipe inwards, and it makes it quite easy to get like the cupid's bow and like just like the inner corners in there. So it's a pretty, I like the shape of the applicator. Oh honey. Honey. Application's a little bit messy, but this one is more on the sheer side. Like you can see my natural lip color like peeking through. And it really kind of looks like diarrhea lips to me because it has that kind of green undertone to it. But there's something, the more I look at it, the more, like I would definitely like if you weren't doing a lip swatch video, you wouldn't have this red ring around your mouth. So you have to, for this color, you would definitely need to make sure that you have like a flawless base, you've got everything concealed, and all the redness in your face is gone, because it will just make your face look kind of messy and muddy. But this color definitely is only, it almost has like, how do you remember, you know, like the gray, like matte liquid lipsticks that everyone was obsessed with for a while? This almost gives me that sort of vibe. But again, it still doesn't really look like metallic to me. There's just a little bit of gold shimmer in it. And even though it is a little bit, like a tiny bit, not super, I think it's like 98% opaque. I don't think I would need to like layer this. You can, but then it would be at that point where you would get into that territory of like, when it's dry and you like rub your lips together, like just the thickness of the product will cause it to like lift off the lips. But there's kind of two layers, but yeah, there's Possessed. Here we have Surreal, a really like kind of aubergine, eggplant, purple, I guess in the tube at least. Alright, so with this one, sorry, messy again. What I'm noticing definitely with all of these is that when you swipe over it, you kind of get like this even layer, but I wouldn't keep going back and forth because that's when it starts to get streaky. So you want to swipe once so that you get that even layer, and then let that dry, and then you'll get that really pretty even pigment. Because otherwise, if you keep swiping back and forth, you kind of like rub off the layer. Like even now I'm doing that. You kind of rub off the little bit underneath that dried already. So you just keep going back and forth, and you're like lifting it off. Basically, it just makes it harder to kind of get the proper level of pigmentation. So you definitely want to try to get that even color like as quickly as possible, because otherwise it'll just become more difficult for you later on. But if you can get it right, then it looks much better. This one, along with Gold Digger, probably look the most metallic to me out of all of them. It has a blue metallic sheen to it. If you're gonna layer it, definitely just like one more on top. Don't be doing this. Oh, you see that right there? Right there? It lifted. So although you can get really pretty looks from this product, the application is a little bit difficult. Oh, but this is really, really pretty. But then again, like cool tone colors are my favorite kinds of like blues and purples, so maybe that's why I like it so much. Okay, I'm really excited for this one because blue is like my favorite color, and this kind of blue right here, like this kind of royal blue, is like my favorite kind of blue. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to dip in again with this one because starting to lose color. Holy, oh, stop. Oh, I don't want my lips to touch. That is that is pretty, but it doesn't make my teeth look like yellow. It just makes them look like kind of dull, I guess yellow. So that one took a little bit of like finessing, and don't you like how the last look I'm like, don't do this, but I was doing that. It's mostly so I can get the color off of the one onto my lips, and then I can spread it out like peanut butter on bread. And I did have to dip in a little bit more because I was starting to it started to get really sheer on me. But other than that, it matches my hair. People were saying like I'm a Walmart version of Wonho, but that's the thing. That's why I said in the Instagram post that I fucked up my hair, because this blue wasn't supposed to be this blue, and like the turquoise and the pink washed out of my hair already, so it looks like I just have like really shitty patchy blue in my hair. So a mess. But anyway, this is more metallic, I think, amongst the other colors. But what I do like about this line of lip products is that the way the color shifts, even if they're not exactly metallic like all of them, the way they like play with the light, they really add dimension to the lips. So it's not just like flat, I think, because you have like bits of like a deeper blue, and then you have like that shininess in the center. So it really plays with the light. But I really fucking like this color. If you're the type of person that likes to wear colors like this, I really recommend this one. Okay, last but not least, we have the final color, the darkest color in the collection, Witchcraft. And of course, when I first got all these liquid lipsticks, the first one I obviously reached for was this one because I was really curious about how it would be. And like I've mentioned, oh my god, that reflex is so fucking pretty. It's got like blue and green reflex in it, and in general it has a kind of like green undertone. But let's swatch it first. Oh my god, oh lord. Not really a fan of colors like this, but like undeniably that's oh god, that's really pretty. One piece of advice though is that I wouldn't recommend using like a lip balm underneath these. I definitely, like, if your lips are super dry, obviously you need to be drinking your water so your lips stay plump. But do like a lip mask prior, like much prior to your makeup, so that your lips are aren't completely dry, and then wipe off all the excess and then put it on. Because what I'm noticing is that, especially on the inside of my mouth where it's a little bit more moist, it doesn't glide on smooth, and it's really sheer when it's hitting like moist parts of my lips. So you need to make sure the surface is as dry as possible so you get like the full amount of pigment. And with this one, I don't think I want to keep layering, because what I've noticed is when I do swatch it like on my hand and I keep trying to layer it, I lose that metallic effect. But here you can see there's like a silver sheen to it, and again, flecks of like a bit of green and blue. But if you're a fan of like black lipsticks, I think this would be a really nice addition to your collection because it's just different. But yeah, this is the color that I was saying that. Oh, I remember a while back when Jake Kissa and Jeffree Star were doing lip swatch videos, she had that piece of advice for any liquid lipsticks that have like glitter or shimmer in them, is that if you rub your lips, it like activates the glitter. And I'm just noticing it now. Like you definitely see the glitters in there more. That's, oh my god. So yeah, you saw that up close. It doesn't exactly make the lips look super pretty in terms of like the texture because my lips are just wrinkly. But before I end the video, let me put on one more layer just because I'm sure some of you are curious. Oh my god, what the fuck am I doing? So there's 2 layers and you definitely get more of like that blue-green silvery sheen to the lips, but it is looking a little bit more gunky to me. So my final words on like all these liquid lipsticks, especially like the more colorful, the more crazy colors or whatever, they're really pretty, but it's a really finicky product and you need to like finesse it on the lips in a very certain way or else it might not end up looking very cute. I won't deny that these colors are really pretty. But this is what I'm talking about when you like touch your lips together, rub them. Like, it's not as bad because I did put like 2 layers. But right here, it like disappeared when I even just did that. So like, do you see it coming off? So that's why I try to keep it to 1 layer. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on these products? Again, like I said before, they're really, really pretty, but they're very finicky product. So if you don't mind like really like working in and making sure it looks really good before it dries down, because they stay pretty much the same except maybe the deeper colors where if you like rub your lips together, they kind of lift. Other than that, and the more like natural, like right now I have Bay on the center of my lips, the more like natural lip colors are not as finicky, I suppose. The colors I definitely recommend though would be these 3, Lovesick. Actually no, I said I was wearing Bay. This is Lovesick. Lovesick, Bay, and Cold Blooded. These are really, really pretty. I really recommend these ones. But yeah, there's my lip swatch video. I'm gonna go ice my face now because my lips are falling off. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
I'll run away with you, 'cause you make me feel like I could be driving you all night. And I'll find your lips under street lights. I wanna be there with you.